And we are live. Hey, I'm Matt, a live streaming YouTuber, and here we are at a place called The Peak in Hong Kong. Join Travel the World with Matt as I take you on the adventures of a lifetime, exploring the world, history, culture, nature, wildlife, all from the comfort of your own home. Everything the world has to offer. Live. I'm shaking right now. That was so amazing. Come and help me as I confront my greatest fears.
Here we go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee!
How are you feeling?
I'm very nervous.
Can I tell you, my heart is like beating.
Yes, mine also same.
Holding on for dear life. So hit that subscribe button and keep exploring. And we are live. Welcome to TST. In a moment we're going to be taking that Star Ferry across Victoria Harbour to Hong Kong Island that we can see ahead of us. Sunset is in 15 minutes, and so we're going to board the ferry shortly and get this amazing sunset as we go on the top rated. This is rated number 1 by the American travel writers as the most exciting tram ride in the world, and you're going to experience it right now. So, quick intro. My name is Matt, and I've been living in Hong Kong for the last 4 years, and I'm really excited today to take you on the iconic Star Ferry that you can see right over there. And without further ado, let's go and get on the ferry. I'll just tell you that there are the Star Ferry goes on 2 routes, one from here to Central over here, and then the other route to an area called Wan Chai, which is over there where the convention center is. But we're going to be going to the Central Business District today, over here, and there's our ferry. Let's hop on. So the Star Ferry has been running since 1888, and it was one of the first forms of public transport here in Hong Kong, helping people get across from where we are in Kowloon to Hong Kong Island. And I just want to tell you, if you look at every Star Ferry has a unique name. So this one over here is called the World Star, and if we see any more, if we go past any more, I will check out the names. Hey, lethargy. I'm just going to zoom in quickly. I want to give you a nice postcard moment. It's nice to be aboard the Star Ferry, but I also want you to be able to get some postcards. So that's the iconic Star Ferry. There's approximately 12 Star Ferries doing the route from Hong Kong Island to Kowloon. And what's quite amazing about these ferries is they don't need a reverse, so they can just go backwards and forwards, and literally in 10 minutes or less you can get between the island of Hong Kong. And so beautiful sunset. Let's go aboard. And tonight I'm going to be coming back here in about an hour's time, and we're going to watch the light show. If you haven't seen that, you want to see that live, we'll be back. We'll be going up here for the light and music show. That's the largest and one of the longest running light shows in the world. Today in Hong Kong it's a very, very hot. There are a number of heat wave warnings, and then the last warning I got is that there's going to be a thunderstorm. And then I had a look on our map, and there is a typhoon, or what you'd call a hurricane, forming over the Philippines. So I'm hoping that's going to come to Hong Kong. That means you need to stay inside. It's a good excuse just to chill and relax. Okay, so the Star Ferry goes two routes. The one is Wan Chai, and the other one is Central. We're going to be going to Central, and you can either go on the lower deck or the upper deck. We're going to be going on the upper deck, so let's take the upper deck. Here it is. So there you go. You can decide which ferry you want to go on, depending on where you need to go. Now the ferry, as I said, has been running since 1888, and there's been many itinerations of the ferry. Here's the Star Ferry from the 50s. You can see a lot less skyscrapers than there are today. I think we're on like the 5th or the 6th generation Star Ferry. Yeah, I think this one's probably, we're probably on the 5th generation by now. So that's the 4th generation. 3rd generation, and then the 2nd generation. And then finally the 1st generation. When they first started the Star Ferry, you can see very, very small, and you can see it very much more industrial looking than it looks like today. In fact, the name Hong Kong means fragrant harbor, and that had to do with some of the woods that they brought here that gave off a very fragrant smell. That's where Hong Kong got its name, fragrant harbor. It's a reference to the wood. We're lucky. This is the perfect time to be taking the Star Ferry. Almost sunset. Now it's always a little bit of a hit and miss. Like I don't think we're going to be able to get on this Star Ferry. It looks like it's just about to leave. But you never need to wait too long to get on one. So in about 5 minutes more, the next one will be here. Let's get some nice postcards out of the window. You can see it's very hot. The fans are on here. It's been an extremely hot and humid day here in Hong Kong. let's take a look at the view. So that boat there, that's another icon of Hong Kong. It's called a junk boat, and it used to be a very common Chinese boat, but now you see very few of them, and this is really an icon of Hong Kong as well. If you bought the Lonely Planet Hong Kong, some of the editions have this boat. It's a red junk boat as the cover of that Lonely Planet. So just a great way to experience some history. Can you hear that? Wow, that boat is so loud. Now the actual boat time itself, the boat ride itself, is going to be very short, just a couple of minutes. But we're going to get really beautiful, iconic views from the ferry. And there are other ways to get to Hong Kong Island. There's 3 ways. So you can take the ferry, which is the most beautiful. Then if you've got a car or you're taking a bus, there are a number of undersea tunnels. We're taking the ferry to Central, so we're just taking it right over there, Lethargy. And oh, looks like we can catch the ferry now. The ferry gate's just open. Yeah, so you won't wait more than 10 minutes. The ferries here are really fast. Now, you can choose the top or the bottom. I always choose to go for the top. The view's a lot better, and I find that the bottom is a little bit smoky because the engine, it's a diesel electric engine, and I feel like the bottom, the engine's at the bottom, so it's nicer to sit at the top when you're on the Star Ferry. It just gives you a better, you don't have that smell of the diesel. So here we can see one of the other Star Ferries. This Star Ferry is going to Wan Chai. And in a second we'll leave the harbour here and the pier, and we'll be in the open water. You'll get a really nice view and be able to see Hong Kong Island and Kowloon on both sides of the water. Now you're not allowed to swim here in Victoria Harbour. And the reason is, and I'm sure you can see it, there are just lots and lots of boats coming up and down all the time, and it would actually be quite dangerous. So once a year, in the narrowest part of the gap between Hong Kong Island and Kowloon, they do have a swimming race, and that's a time especially set aside to swim in Victoria Harbour. But other than that, you're not allowed by law to swim. Hey, my dad's here, welcome. I hope you and Mom come back to Hong Kong and we can take this, but I do recommend coming in the winter. Very, very hot taking the ferry right now. So sunset is at, well, it's in 1 minute's time. It's right now at 6:59, and sunset is at 7:01. Wow, look at that. Beautiful Hong Kong. This is just one of the amazing experiences, and people call it one of the travel bargains because it's an amazing experience, and it really is a travel bargain. It's about, to take the ferry one way is about 6.5 Hong Kong dollars. That's about just under $1, and you get to experience this priceless view. It's just really, really Star Ferry coming across. So if you want to get a picture of the ferry that we are traveling on, take a picture of this. So now you've got the experience of being on the ferry and seeing what the ferry looks like as well. So we're looking now at Hong Kong Island, and we're going to be going to the Central Business District. This is where a lot of people work, and there are actually a number of ferry terminals here that people that live on outlying islands in Hong Kong, they can take those ferries to the outlying islands that they live on. And you can see here the water's really calm. I'm going to go down quickly. Really calm water. Just a beautiful place to be and time to be on the water. And I really recommend if you're coming to the Star Ferry, go on it more than once. Come in the day, come in the morning or afternoon, and then come at night. You're going to get two completely different experiences, and it's going to be exquisite. Here we're coming on to the Central Business District. There you can see the Hong Kong observation wheel. I'll be taking you up there in this. It's called Victoria Peak, so we're sailing across Victoria Harbour, and we're also going to be going to Victoria Peak. That is the highest part of Hong Kong Island, and it's got an amazing view overlooking the Central Business District and then Victoria Harbour, and then looking onto Kowloon. Just a great way to experience Hong Kong. Now the transport to get to the peak, there's two ways to get there. You can either take bus number 15, you can actually take it here from the pier, or you can take there's a special tram that goes up the mountain. Almost looks like it's a roller coaster, and that tram has been running since started in the same year as this ferry in 1888, and it's probably the most picturesque way to get up to Hong Kong, Victoria Peak. We're really spoiled today. It's a beautifully clear day, and we've got that really nice soft light from the sunset. Right over here, I'm going to go up a little bit, is the tallest building on Hong Kong Island. That's the IFC, the International Finance Center, and they've got a little known museum there that's not very well advertised, called it's the Hong Kong Monetary Museum, and that's also got beautiful views overlooking Hong Kong Island. Now we're going to be landing shortly. It's a very short drive, about 6 minutes, and then I will be going back, and then in about an hour's time we'll be watching the light show here in Hong Kong. That happens every evening at 8 p.m. and just a great experience. If you're new to Hong Kong, you want to come here and experience that. That's every day at 8 p.m. except if there's a really bad storm approaching. My gimbal knows that the ferry is stopping. Here's a little look at what the ferry looks like. I'm going to try and get a shot where there's no reflection. that's our ferry ride. That's our ferry ride, and you can see it's so hot. And I'll be seeing you in about an hour's time, and for the light show. That's going to be amazing. Really excited to take you there. And yeah, I will see you in about an hour. And the light show itself is only 10 minutes, starts at 8 p.m. and lasts for about 14 minutes. So thank you for everyone for tuning in. Thanks Dad, Otaji, and I will see you in a bit.